Welcome to Key Biscayne Stories, where neighbors meet neighbors. Today we have Michele Estevez. She has been a Key Biscayne resident for 47 years. She is also the longest standing member of the 4th of July parade. How are you doing, Michele?
Good morning. Thank you, Alejandro. I'm doing great. And I'm glad that we're going to share the story of the Key Biscayne 4th of July parade this morning.
Awesome. Before we do that, we have a quick word from our sponsors. Dr. Bakash has been in practice as an orthodontist for over a decade, helping to create beautiful smiles in the Key Biscayne community. She's inspired by her patients to do her job better every day and to continually learn new methods of treatment to improve the care she gives. Dr. Bakash enjoys using her knowledge of science and engineering to make a positive difference in the life of her patients. She built her career as an orthodontist on a foundation of quality education. She received her certificate of orthodontics and a master's degree in medical science from Harvard University. Dr. Bakash is a member of the American Dental Association, the American Association of Orthodontics, and the Harvard Society for Advancement of Orthodontics, and is also a certified Invisalign provider. At Bakash Orthodontics, we provide the highest quality orthodontics treatment and Invisaligning for children and adults. We are conveniently located in the heart of Key Biscayne at 240 Crandon Boulevard, Suite 106. So one of the things we like to do in the show before we jump straight into the 4th of July parade, tell a little bit about your background. How did you get into the Key?
I arrived to Miami in 1977. And between works and weekends, we used to come a lot to the Lighthouse Park on weekends. And I always liked Key Biscayne, and every time that I was leaving the island, I would say to myself, one day I will live here. And unfortunately, the day arrived from a tragedy that my little sister, Solange, 14 years old, she was run over outside the Key Biscayne Yacht Club on Halloween night. And she was killed, unfortunately. And she was walking with Paula Padovan, and became very close with the family and Federico, his father, that he was divorced. And we got closer and closer until we got married. And of course, since then, 1979, I still here on the island. And it's a beautiful place to live and share. And that has been taking me to be part of this community and trying to really put my heart in the community.
You see, you are very active. I know you have your things that you're involved in, like the 4th of July parade and the poetry share.
Yes.
On top of that, you come out. I've seen you at the council meetings, and you come out to the other events to support other organizations. So I know you're very involved in the community, which is awesome. So the 4th of July parade, how did you get involved?
With details, actually, I don't remember, but Dr. Simons was the one that took me to invite me to one of the parades. I was start to get a little much involved when became a village. And I don't remember if I was already elected in the council or not. Probably it was before that. And I started attending to the meetings. At that time, those years, it was very hard to become a member of the parade. You have to really work for 2 years before to be accepted and inducted to the 4th of July parade committee. It was run by the Jarnells. Used to be the Key Biscayne Bank, and that's where we used to set up the table to sell T-shirts and the whole thing. It was a completely different parade. The members, they got a month before 4th of July or something like that in a pickup truck to put the flags and the poles on Crandon and the old poles on Crandon. It was a lot of fun that night to put the flags also. As a matter of fact, I have a flag that with the existing flag with the pole that I saved, and that's the flag that I close the parade. I raise that flag at the end of the parade every year to honor those founding members of the 4th of July parade. This year will be our 67th parade.
67 parade. And you were telling me before, this year is the 250th anniversary
Well,
of the nation.
yes, this year is going to be a big parade with a lot of emphasis mainly into the 250 years of the independence of United States. So we already start meeting, of course. We already start planning. We are trying to get more bands into the parade. Unfortunately, because the summer is vacation, it's very hard to get bands. But believe it or not, each band cost us almost $5,000 because we have to make donations to the band for the school. We have to give a donation to the director as an incentive to get the band here. We have to rent 2 buses, one for the band members and the other one for the instruments because there are too many instruments. We have to feed them, of course. And I hope that this year is coming a band that has been come in the past from Baltimore. They have come all the way from Baltimore, so we are hoping that this year come also. And actually, the one year there were 2 bands from Baltimore, and was very confusing for us because we didn't know which one. They didn't register; they just show up, and we thought that they were together. When we put them together, they didn't. They didn't know each other. So that year we have 2 bands from Baltimore. So to come all the way from Baltimore to here, I guess our parade have some name and reputation. They do, to cover the cost, they do pasta dinners, they do car wash. I mean, this is a beautiful story how they get here, how they get the funding to get here. We also give them a donation, of course. Yes. Last year parade cost us close to $60,000. And the village is a big supporter for the parade. They allocate $40,000 or $45,000. If so, through the community foundation, whatever money we are short, the foundation submit the bills to the village, and the village will reimburse us. So this year, of course, probably is going to cost us more. And I already approached the council and the manager. So, like, you know, it's we don't know how much it will cost, but the answer was, don't worry. Any short of funds, the parade have to continue, and the parade must go on.
The cool flyover with the Air Force, how is that coordinated? Did you just call and I'd be like, hey guys, can you guys fly over? Are they doing other parades too? Or is it just for us? How does that work?
Yes, we have to apply all the way to the high ranks in the Pentagon almost. Start very high to get them. And yes, they fly other parades. That's why we can change. We have considered to move our parade for 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, so it's not that hot, or earlier 9 o'clock. But it's impossible, to coordinate that. One year there was no funding or something. We did not have them, but we were managed to get 2 helicopters, rescue helicopters, to fly. Some years the jet has fly in the wrong direction. I think with the one year they flew over Fernwood, where is the staging area. So has been some little funny moments in there too. Yes,
Oh.
yes.
So will you have to also pay for the flyover?
No, we don't.
Oh, okay, that's
The
cool.
flyover, we don't.
That's
Yes.
cool. I would imagine that if there was a fee for it, it would be very expensive.
No, that one is, yes. I'm sure it's got to be very expensive. Yes. Also, the village waived the permit fees because we have to obtain the village permit also. We are closing, coordinate Crandon, which is closed. We have permission until noon for Crandon, but usually it's not noon. Usually it's more 12:15. That's why we have to move the parade along very, organized and quickly, and for the master of ceremony not to take too long there, holding. We give to people that they're going to do some demonstration, some demands, for example, that they do their thing there in front of the stage. trying to get there no more than 3, 4, 5 minutes. So yeah, to start to deliver a parade, our first meeting actually is October, November. And from there, we start moving every month or more than every month. We communicate a lot in our chat or via email. The Key Biscayne Community Foundation is unbelievable, the support. I mean, without them also will be very hard to move on at the same time. Um, and so far, whatever happened in the parade, only we know behind the scenes. But we had a delivery for 67 years. Very, very successful parade. And we are looking forward for this year.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in the Key for 28 years and I have attended I must have missed just a handful of parades, maybe because of travel or going back home at the time, but I really do enjoy the parades. I try not to miss 4th of July here in Miami I'm very strict with that, especially recently. And recently, Key Biscayne Stories has been part of the parade, so I enjoyed that too. It's like a different view. Like before, I've watched, I've attended, I've been on the side, I've been everywhere. But now being in it, participating in that way has also been a lot of fun. So um, I enjoyed it. And now last year I had some friends join me, so that was fun too. I had a couple of golf carts that attached to me as well. It was not part of the plan, but it was fun too. Some friends joined, so it's fun either way, whether you're in it or you're watching it. It's great. That's a parade. You guys doing the fireworks as well?
No, the fireworks is coordinated by the village of Key Biscayne.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
Good to know. So just like I participated, there might be others that want to participate in the parade. How does that work?
KB4.org is the site for whoever wants to participate in the parade. You don't have to pay for the entries, only politicians pay. They have to make a donation. But any other person or company, corporation, organization that want to enter the parade, they don't have to pay. They have to follow the rules that we have, but they don't have to pay. They have to show up early on the parade. We also take contributions. The parade have to be funded. We have people that every year has been very supportive of the parade. We take any contribution, doesn't matter. This year we're going to start early to selling the T-shirts that is a fundraising for the parade. We also have the barbecue at the beach club. That also it is a little bit of a fundraising for the parade, and start with the mood for the 4th of July, get people ready and prepared. So actually is Key Biscayne Community Foundation site. Also, they have a little bit, you look for the 4th of July parade, and also you can see there and do the entry there for the parade. Later on, we start doing more advertisement and for people to participate. I hope that this year we sell the T-shirts fast enough that we don't have to set up a table the day of the parade. That's something that has been changed our tradition a lot. Years ago, the Key was so small and was different in a certain way. We used to have the Charter Choppers. That was a band, a local band by Key Biscayners. We used to do a mini parade. I don't remember how long before the 4th of July. And the band was playing, and we were in a caravan selling shirts and buttons, knocking in the houses and going in the street of the condos, and people will come out. And we used to divide the island and going one night and sell buttons, especially no shirts. And it's hard to believe that because of the change in Key Biscayne, so many nationalities, most of the big houses or the houses there, that everything start changing. They didn't know what the 4th of July parade was. 4th of July, I will not be here because it's summer, so most of the people, they go back to their countries. So it has been a lot of change on the island, so we have to become a little more creative in order to do our fundraising. But years ago, the parade was funded just with donations and selling t-shirts and buttons and the barbecue, nothing else. Was much smaller parade, of course, didn't cost us that much money. And I remember, I think that we started like 15 $15,000, $20,000 parade. But it has been coming bigger and bigger, of course. Everything has changed, and donation also have increased at the same time to attract people to participate.
Dr. Bakash has been in practice as an orthodontist for over a decade, helping to create beautiful smiles in the Key Biscayne community. She's inspired by her patients to do her job better every day and to continually learn new methods of treatment to improve the care she gives. Dr. Bakash enjoys using her knowledge of science and engineering to make a positive difference in the life of her patients. She built her career as an orthodontist on a foundation of quality education. She received her certificate of orthodontics and a master's degree in medical science from Harvard University. Dr. Bakash is a member of the American Dental Association, the American Association of Orthodontics, and the Harvard Society for Advancement of Orthodontics, and is also a certified Invisalign provider. At Bakash Orthodontics, we provide the highest quality orthodontics treatment and Invisaligning for children and adults. We are conveniently located in the heart of Key Biscayne at 240 Crandon Boulevard, Suite 106. I'll say what your major costs would be looking for the bands to participate, maybe the barricades, have to pay for the barricades?
Well, that is the village. That is part of, yes, the village is part of yes. That's what I'm saying, is the village have taken a big part of the parade. Our fundraising mainly is, well, we have also police. All the police department have to be there, is our big support. The police department, the fire rescue department, Todd Recreation. I mean, every single one from the village is that they, on the parade, working or participating in a way. Mayor, council members, they go to the parade, and that day also we celebrate our Mayor Rasco. Mayor Rasco's birthday is July 4th, believe it or not. Every year, of course. I'm talking his birthday. Come on, Alejandro. Yes. So we start with a breakfast at the Key Biscayne Yacht Club at 7:00. That is where we share our last positions and job descriptions and everything else.
Oh, the team.
Yes. The committee himself. From there is, and from there we have our breakfast, and everybody go directly to their post to start, be ready for the parade. And since Mayor Rasco has been elected, we invite him to the breakfast, and we sing happy birthday to him and happy birthday to America. We do two birthdays at the same time. So, like, going back to from the village, every single employee from the village is there in the parade in one way or another. The company also, whoever is the company that the village hire from, that also work at the village, that right after the parade finished, they come right behind with the bags, picking up everything that was left from the parade. So when the parade is done and Crando open, it's like nothing happened. All you see is the barricades. So the lineup is hard to do that. We meet two days before the parade. 3 members, of course, our master of ceremony, because he need to know a lot of the lineup. Rudy and I, and we do the lineup of the parade. I mean, we have to make sure that we don't have two bands together, or whoever participated, that they are in a float and they have a loud speakers and music and the float. So we have to break the parade and really work into it, who's what. And has been our tradition that our favorite politician is the one that we put right behind the horses. I even remember one year our favorite politician that was running, I'm sure it was for mayor, uh, Mike Davey. And Mike Davey was the one behind the horses one year. It's a lot of fun. Uh, and when they go, I mean, the first impression, the first things when it's their turn, because the horses, they are usually stationed at Calusa, so they come through the path and or the Crossbreed Church, uh, whatever. So when they come closer and they know when they have to come, I am in charge in the lineup the day of the parade, and I have to call them. So then the politician thinks that it's coming their turn, and when the first one there that we put behind the horses, when they see the horses, it's so funny their reaction. I love it. So I go, what? Behind the horses? Yes. And because you are our favorite politician, I mean, it's true or not? I don't know. That year we did it to Mike Davey on purpose, but yes, but it's our favorite politician is the one who go behind the horses every year, one way or another. It's not as a favor, but we.
No, I love it. I love it. Hey, you guys. I think one of the major changes was the staging area. You guys switched staging area this time around.
No.
Station?
Well, no. Uh, Unfortunately, always when Raul and Karen Lorente owned the gasoline station, they always they have the gasoline station as a staging area for the bands.
For the match. Okay.
Yes, and this year we have to relocate. I understand it's a lot of inconvenience and it's a huge crowd. This year, Santa Agnes was very, very gracious that they let us use their property to station the bands there and whoever we wanted to. Um, Also, I put people in charge that when everybody left, that all the trash or whatever was there, that they have to be picked up and return the property clean. It's a lot of work behind the scenes that you have to do and coordinate. We offer community service hours, but so far we have not been having serious problems with volunteers in a certain way that they come just the day of the parade. For all the bands, for the Jankanus, the Steel Walkers, a pie band, we need to have somebody in a golf cart, cooler water, cold water, and assist them in anything that they need. I recall in the years of the parade that only 2 times we have some incidents with well, no, 3 times actually. One year, one of the steel walkers fainted all the way from top. Thank God she kind of alerted us that she was not feeling well, and when she was coming down, she was was a woman. And 2 years, band participants, one of the band members, and on the parade himself, they fainted. So that's why it's very important. We need to have the assistant, somebody in a golf cart in the behind them and making sure that they get water.
I like you were telling me how you start the day. You meet at the yacht club, have the breakfast before everybody goes to their stations, sing happy birthday to Mayor Joe. Can you continue to tell us how the execution of the day goes for everybody for the team?
Yes. After our breakfast and everybody take uh, the last orders and making sure that everybody have also not everybody but a lot of us, we have a radio communication also between each other, so we assign the radios, we test our radios that they are all working fine. We make sure that also some of the volunteers that they have show up, that they wear our official 4th of July shirts. And I am the one who had actually described everything. And that day, believe it or not, uh, that day we are empowered that we are the authority of the parade. I mean, uh, we are over our police chief, our village manager. We are in charge 100%. Of course, we can arrest, we can whatever, but also I record 2 times. I have not let politicians in the parade because I don't let nobody in the parade if you don't carry an American flag. Something. If you come just with your sign as a politician, you are not in the parade. And also you have to pay, you have to contribute. So we have you already, line up the names, what is your assigned number and all that. So uh, I had a couple encounters. One year we have horses that they did not have the poop scooper person.
Oh.
I didn't let them on the parade. Sorry. They were not our rescue horses that they have come for years and years. Was another group of horses. So they couldn't go in the parade. So after that, everybody go to their positions in which, let's say, some members, they are in charge of the stage. They got to be on the stage. Some they have those also they have to decorate the stage. They have a radio communication with me if anything changes in the lineup or anything. We have somebody in charge with the ice that go get with big coolers, so they keep passing ice to all of us, that we have coolers that we ice start melting or we need anything else or any assistant. We have Cecile Sanchez that is in harbor directing when recognizing the buses when they arrive with the bands, or floats that direct them to Fernwood and how they go, directing then the buses. We have also the members that we assign to be in charge of the bands. They have to take the bus or direct the buses where they had a park close to the end of the parade and back on Fernwood. So then when the band finished there, they don't have to walk all the way back to, in this case, last year, to St. Agnes. The buses were waiting for them there. We have in Fernwood, we have quite a few people there to making sure that when floats arrive, that they add on their numbers. Oh, and the day before of the parade, we have a group that they put the sticks with the numbers on Fernwood. So you know when you arrive at the parade, what is your number and where you have to line up and where to go. And we have to set up the space of the numbers according to the size of the float. That's why it's very important that they describe how they participate in. It's a float, it's one golf cart, it's 2 cars, people marching, if you have music, no music. It's a lot of details that we need to know from the participants. So that is in the lineup on Fernwood. And we made the numbers also. So I have 2 people that work with me at the same time that go up and down in Fernwood, putting the numbers to the floats in case master of ceremony tell them is any change in numerical number. Let's say it was number 30, 31, and then jump for some reason to 40, and then go back to 32, 33. So he have the list and things, so he can switch, because can say, oh, and here we have Alejandro survived with this podcast and all that, and ended up that they're dogs walking, the dog walkers. So it's very important to have that communication too, and all that is arranged the night that we meet there, all of us. And then we wait. I am in charge in the start of the lineup. So I always in communication with the fire rescue to arrive on time, at least 15 or 10 minutes before 11. And because the parade must start sharp 11 o'clock, because the flyover, it is sharp at 11 o'clock. So as soon as they arrive, they go all the way to Crandon and Harbor. And when they are there, I already start moving the parade immediately. And they are all the police, fire, rescue, parade marshal also. And from there, the parade start. Auxiliaries, they go also early and first, and then the parade goes past, and I remain with my volunteers at the review stand to pick him up all the trash from there, making sure that they move fast to remove the stand and finish the last cleaning, and for the police just to open. And after that, we have the judges, and there are usually 3 judges that we invite them for lunch or the barbecue. And around 3-4 o'clock, I drop dead. Yes, that day I start at 4 o'clock in the morning, the day of the parade.
Wow. Awesome. And a personal question. I'm interested. The bike pipes, how are they arranged? Do they show up?
They
Do you
just
go
come
to-
for years.
from where?
They're from Miami, I guess. I don't know
Local
from where
bike
they are.
pipes?
Yes, they're just they show up for years.
I love
We
it.
have the contact, of course, and we reach, the foundation actually is the one who do that, all those connections. They reach them to come, and they come every year. We also give them, also they receive a donation also. Yes.
Awesome. Great. Michelle, thank you for telling us everything we need to know about the Key Biscayne 4th of July parade. I encourage everybody to go, of course. It's still probably the best parade in Miami-Dade, right?
South Florida.
In South Florida, even better. You were talking about volunteering, that you need people to come out and help out. So do you want to share something about that?
Yes. The committee need volunteers. Not only just the day of the parade, that quite a few residents, they contact me to come back to their jobs and assignment from the prior year, or people that wants to volunteer that day. We need committee members. We need people that help us to organize the parade. We need also people to contribute to the parade. We need funding for the parade. So please reach the Key Biscayne Community Foundation or go on our website as kb4.org, and you will have the information there, or you can contact me and we can work on it. Let's help us. Join us. Let's deliver a great parade, our 67th parade, and celebrate the 250 years of the independence of this beautiful country, United States of America. See you all at the parade.
Awesome. Michelle, thank you so much for jumping on the show. I think that you're doing an amazing work. Thank you for your contribution to our community. Also, you were elected official as well. So anybody who contributes at that level, in many levels, they're taking away time from their families and from other things. So I appreciate that, and I think more people should do it. So thank you for all the time that you've contributed to our beautiful community.
Thank you for the invitation, Alejandro. Thank you.
Dr. Bakash has been in practice as an orthodontist for over a decade, helping to create beautiful smiles in the Key Biscayne community. She's inspired by her patients to do her job better every day and to continually learn new methods of treatment to improve the care she gives. Dr. Bakash enjoys using her knowledge of science and engineering to make a positive difference in the life of her patients. She built her career as an orthodontist on a foundation of quality education. She received her certificate of orthodontics and a master's degree in medical science from Harvard University. Dr. Bakash is a member of the American Dental Association, the American Association of Orthodontics, and the Harvard Society for Advancement of Orthodontics, and is also a certified Invisalign provider. At Bakash Orthodontics, we provide the highest quality orthodontics treatment and Invisaligning for children and adults. We are conveniently located in the heart of Key Biscayne at 240 Crandon Boulevard, Suite 106.